Hello everyone, and welcome back to Watermelon Movies. Going to the movie theaters nowadays may not be the best option for a hangout for a lot of people, especially with the pandemic floating around. However, when we say that Christoper Nolan has a new movie in theaters, you forget about everything and just go watch it. In fact, many people were excited about that movie since the day it was announced. Inception, The Prestige, Interstellar, and many more mind-blowing movies were made by probably the most anticipated director in the world, and this just makes you eager for more of his movies. While waiting for the movies to be released, whenever in cinema or in Blu-ray, there has been a lot of theories about the potential events of the movie. Therefore, we gathered the top 10 craziest theories about Nolan's Tenet. So let's check them out. And don't worry, it's a spoiler-free video. But before we start, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you want to be notified every time we post a video, hit the bell and you'll have some of the very best movie content drop straight to your phone. Number 10. The movie is set in Fortnite. One of the craziest theories presented by fans with the movie is actually part of the unbelievably popular game Fortnite. That would be the result of Nolan's decision to show the trailer as part of the game's world. Nolan explained that he wanted to add the cinematic feel to the trailer. Honestly, it's a very smart move as we all miss this feeling. Number 9. Denzel Washington would make an appearance. Imagine a movie that involves a secret cast of a famous celebrity that you only find out while watching the movie. It's an interesting idea, yet unfortunately not likely to happen. Golden Globe nominee John Davis Washington is the highest paid and lead actor in the movie. He is starting his career with a very glowing performance, so he doesn't need his old man around anymore. But that's not the case, is it? The theory suggests that since there might be time travel, then it would be convenient if they were the same character in a different age. And since time travel is actually a theory that was denied by the cast members several times, this might be a very long shot, but a very interesting one though. Number 8. Time travel. As we said, they were very keen on denying the time travel theory, which makes you wonder if this was a trick. The trailer is hinting at that, and obviously fans enjoyed how Nolan manipulated the bend of time in a scientific way in his movies. The thing is not about time travel itself. For example, they are not going to use an imaginary machine that would teleport them whenever they want. However, the movie deals with time inversion and how time can be manipulated according to what they say and not the movie. Number 7. Religious mythology. The word Tenet could be a cool, cold name and could also have a hidden meaning. The definition of the word would be a strong belief or a fundamental principle. That would make you think of what that belief is. Since the trailers show us that the stakes are super high and words like Armageddon were mentioned, the theory suggests that this is actually a battle between demons and angels and if a part of a religious mythology. This one could be hard to believe, but it's certainly very crazy. Number 6. 2 timelines. Since we don't know how the popular director will bend time to his own desires, this time, we can only predict how he will. From the trailer we can see 2 different times with Washington being in both. So, what if there was actually 2 timelines throughout the movie that somehow are connected? No crossovers, just in parallel. Number 5. John Davis Washington is a claims adjuster. This is probably one of the most thought out of theories of this movie. It states that John Davis Washington's character watches events transpire in reverse to examine and investigate the damage, as he is a claims adjuster. It's very interesting and makes you think about the probability of this actually being fact, but still very imaginary and hilarious at the same time. Number 4. Aliens. If you think Denzel Washington was crazy, you gotta hear this one. Remember when we defined Tenet? This theory goes far deeper into the religious mythology and turns it into summoning of aliens. So according to this theory, this is somehow an alien invasion story that might involve space too. Super hilarious and of course, super crazy. Number 3. John David Washington dies or kills himself. The famous scene, Welcome to the Afterlife, has opened the doors for many questions and theories. This was the most famous one of them. It would make sense if this was a phrase said to a man who was brought back from the dead. However, it would also make sense if it was a code for a place. But this theory focuses on the first part, specifically that JDW dies and is then hired by a secret agency and given a second chance. Number 2. Pelodramic. For those who don't know what the word pelodramic means, this word is used to describe something that starts the same way it ends. For example, you can say the word kayak backwards and it's the same as you read it forward. Does this ring a bell? The word Tenet is one of these cases called pelodramic, right? And with the same principle, this theory suggests that the movie will start where it finishes with one timeline going forward and one in reverse. And perhaps the two will mix as the characters work towards stopping, fixing, preventing, or redoing something they already done or was going to get done. Number 1. Tenet is Inception's sequel. Inception is a movie that will never come off your mind easily. We all loved it, rewatched it to better understand it, and still many of us may not even have understood it yet. It was one of Nolan's best creations and cinema's masterpieces, and with movies like this, we keep hoping for a sequel. But could this hope lead us to turn Tenet into Inception's sequel? There are countless theories supporting this claim. Many of them suggest things like Robert Pattinson's being Cobb's son, and this technology used in Inception having links to World War III unleashing, and more. Should this theory be true, this would be really awesome. And there you have it. Now it's time for you to share your thoughts, predictions, and theories down in the comments. In case you haven't watched the movies yet, if you did, just don't spoil it for others. Also, don't forget to tell us about the topics you would like us to cover in the future. Subscribe and hit the bell for more awesome videos. Stay safe, everyone.